Think about an experience that typically brings up anxiety for you and relive it for a moment. You can probably start to feel your body responding as you're establishing those connections again. Next, retrain the brain. So you want to link a new experience that is associated with pleasure, reward, satisfaction. This will activate reward centers in the brain. You're going to link it with the old experience that you associated with anxiety. For example, let's say you get anxious thinking about going for lunch with somebody new and having to make conversation. Instead of thinking about all the aspects you're dreading, things you don't like, things that you're afraid of, instead, you're going to start thinking about what you have to look forward to when you're on the other side of that experience. Maybe it's the feeling of connection that you got from meeting somebody new. Maybe it's the curiosity and the intrigue, the exchange of intelligence, whatever it is for you. A little tip for my introverted friends, it does not necessarily have to be the experience itself that creates the feeling of reward, satisfaction, and pleasure. It can be something that follows the experience as a result of the experience. And then action. It is a very, very common tendency for people who struggle with anxiety to avoid dealing with the discomfort, to avoid taking action, when in fact, it's the physical action that solidifies and anchors these changes into the body and then repeat. The brain loves repetition. Probably heard the phrase neurons that fire together, wire together. Every time you repeat these steps, you are literally carving out and deepening pathways in your physiology. You're anchoring it in so that the experience becomes more automatic and more natural. Here's the catch. There is a reason that simply imagining the outcome that you want can fail. You don't have control over what everybody does. It's very common advice to hear people say that anxiety is just projecting a negative outcome into the future. And that's only partially true. It's only part of the picture. There's a lot more to it that complicates this process for some people. So here's the secret to fast, natural anxiety relief. The new experience that you are creating absolutely must be more powerful than the old one that you want to override. And what you logically think is more powerful may actually be less from an unconscious perspective. And what you logically think is less powerful may actually be more powerful from an unconscious perspective. Questions? DM me or leave a comment below.